Greetings to everyone world over, wherever you are. Green morning, green afternoon, green evening to all our brothers and sisters in the different countries, in the different continents, in the different time zones, wherever you are. During this lockdown, during this pandemic, right from 25th of March onward when we started, today is 390th webinar, Making Education Relevant. Initially, we were with the health sector, then we moved to the wellness sector, then we moved to the entrepreneur sector, and now we have come to media, entertainment, skill council sector. There are 37 sector skill councils, and media entertainment, one of the most vibrant, dynamic, and futuristic, and practical, pragmatic. They are doing a great job. So this evening, through the lens of media and entertainment skill council, we extend a very hearty welcome to Madam Radhika Lavu. She is the filmmaker and founder, Ellanar Films. And we are going to talk about generally, whenever you have a film, you use three words: light, camera, action, and tuck. And then you go for filmmaking. So 2020, we are going to say goodbye. Today, the last month has started, first day of the last month. And thereafter, the world moves on. So, ladies and gentlemen, we extend a very hearty welcome to Radhika. And of course, we have got a very dynamic, dedicated, dashing, and a very, very innovative CEO of the Sector Skill Council for Media Entertainment, Mr. Mohit Soni, and his team is also very vibrant, all of them. Pooja Arora is doing a great job. So this evening, ladies and gentlemen, our chamber, International Chamber for Service Industry, which deals with the NRIs, non-resident Indians, world over in all the countries, almost world over. So there are more than 30 million NRIs at present in different countries. So Indian corporate, non-resident Indians, and the government policy framework from time to time, need-based, whatever is there. During this pandemic, now the doctors, nurses, paramedical people, they are doing a great job. But similar way, our teachers, our educators, our principals, our vice chancellors, our technocrats, they're also doing a great job. And Sector Skill Council is doing a phenomenal work during this particular time. So let's move in the series, Making Education Relevant, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. When we talk about the whole world is one family, heartiest congratulations to everyone in India. The new education policy, Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, along with him, Dr. Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank ji, and all the other stakeholders, beautiful policy announced. Our chamber is live from morning till evening, 12 hours. We start in the morning from Australia, Fiji, New Zealand. Then we come to Southeast Asia, ASEAN, Myanmar, Cambodia, Laos, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, Brunei. And then we go to Middle East, we move to Saudi Arabia, Doha, Qatar, Oman, and then Kuwait, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah. From there, we go to Central Asia, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan. Then we move all the way to Europe. And then in the evening over here, early morning, people are rising, going for morning walk in Canada, USA, as well as in Latin America. And after this, we will have a last program from United States. So this is about 12 hours beaming every day by the chamber. Every week, we are organizing about 25 webinars. And in these webinars, when you talk about NRIs are also involved, but main focus is youth. What does today's youth want? What are they looking forward to? And we are trying to bring in maximum. Now, during pandemic research, which we have gathered world over, whatsoever human mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. So it's very important to understand over here, the world has to get to new order that is back to the basics of life. B2B is no more business to business, it is back to basics. Basic food, basic health, basic education, sustainable development. We are helping at present from our chamber, all institutions of the education, whether at school level, college level, or university level. If you want to set up incubation center or finishing lab or Atal tinkering lab, we are supporting you. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get together. Let's make education relevant. This evening, we are privileged that we have been joining by Radhika Lavu, filmmaker and founder, Ellanar Films. She is an established film producer with over 10 years of experience in the field. She promotes a production house under the banner Ellanar Films, which she founded post her successful stint as a freelance filmmaker. The banner has successfully partnered with the Z5 to produce Telugu language digital content and is in the work to collaborate with other popular OTT platforms. Her experience extends to a variety of domains. She has made 100 plus documentaries for the state government of Andhra Pradesh, creating advertising concepts and content for reputed brands like Golden Harvest and Big Bazaar. Her most recent accomplishment is Gods of Dharmapuri, a Telugu web series streaming on Z5 digital platform, which she produced, which became a runaway hit and has been subsequently dubbed in multiple languages. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming a very extended, hearty welcome to Madam Radhika Lavu this evening. She is joining us. It's a pleasure to have you with us. It's indeed a great privilege. Our chamber is so happy to have, because when you see young boys and girls doing so well in life and so creative, so dynamic, so vibrant, so let us share your vision. Let's share your journey, what all you would like to tell the universe from your side. With these words, Radhika.
Yeah. First of all, thank you. Thank you, Chambers, International Chamber for Service Industry. Thank you, Dr. Gulshan, for this opportunity. It's always a pleasure and an event that I look forward to share the journey and to inspire like-minded people, creative, young minds, and who I can encourage them to follow the same path and use this industry as their future. I'd like to start, just a second. Yes. So good evening.
Please go ahead. We can see. Yeah.
Good evening. This is Radhika Lavu. I am a filmmaker, mother of a 6-year-old daughter, and founder and managing partner for Ellanar Films, a film production company, an Indian film production company producing web series, television commercials, documentaries, and feature films. Little girl with dreams become women with vision. Something that I had read as a child, as a young lady, and this has left an imprint on my mind. This is something that I was told by my elders to share, to dream, to dare to dream. So that's how my journey had started. I have always been fascinated towards stories in motion. So 2 of my favorite films since childhood, which had ignited that spark in me, was Sound of Music and Charlie Chaplin's The Kid. This made me more intrigued towards celluloid. I wanted to understand the whole work behind making films, how everything comes together, the audiovisual, the sound, everything comes together as a child. But as I went, as time passed, I understood the intricacies of making a film. But such classics were they were instrumental in creating that fire in me, creating that interest and intrigue in me. Having said that, there were a few challenges. The first challenge would be I do not belong to a film background. I come from a non-film background. Which was a challenge, but that challenge was I overcame that challenge with the tremendous support from parents who saw, who saw that I am passionate towards this subject, and I would like to forge my path towards this area of expertise, this area of work. And they encouraged, they understood. I think that played an important role in following my path, following my destiny in this manner. The first step towards becoming a filmmaker, or telling visual stories, was equipping myself with a filmmaking degree, filmmaking course. So I applied to Goldsmiths College, University of London, and I was one of the 12 students who are accepted every year across the globe. So my course was Masters in Filmmaking, specializing in producing. College, Goldsmiths College, opened up my my eyes, opened, it broadened my horizons in terms of how filmmaking is not a singular person art, it's a collaborative art. As I said, we had 12 students across the globe who came together to learn, to collaborate in making films. So spending time in college was extremely enlightening and extremely, there are certain lessons that I always, I carry them with me even today. We learned teamwork, we learned a healthy discussion, reaching a common conclusion. We learned that togetherness, all of us together, will make a film. So I worked not just as a producer or an assistant producer or associate producer. I worked in various capacities as an assistant costumer, production manager, assistant camera person. I worked in different capacities in all the departments of filmmaking, because that's how we learn, that's how a student learns how a film is made. I was hungry to learn more. This was an opportunity I would not have left for anything in the world. So I grabbed it with both my hands. I utilized the opportunity, and the filmmaking course in the college gave me the much needed skills, and which proved to be as an impetus to forge my path post the education. There's a popular saying from Mr. Jim Borchardt: the bridge between knowledge and skill is practice. Post the film school, practice of the skills acquired, the knowledge acquired, was very, very important. I was fresh out of the film school, all of 21 years. I was offered a job with the government of AP in making documentaries for the rural populace of Andhra Pradesh then. I worked with then Chief Minister Dr. Rajshekar Reddy and Mr. Ramalingarajan, founder and the owner of Satyam Foundation. So both the sectors had collaborated to create HMRI, Health Management Research Institute. So I was part of HMRI and Rajiv Arogashri Health Insurance Scheme. We were making documentaries, educational films for the rural populace. We were educating the rural populace about specifically the new mothers, pregnant mothers and new mothers, pre and postnatal care, and aged people with chronic illnesses, the importance of vaccination in children. Very small but very important topics of washing your hands before eating. So these were the topics that I was working on in producing and creating documentaries. This was extremely satisfying job, and also when I say satisfying, because there's a skill that I've acquired. So I put that in a good use towards making these documentaries. So that's 3 years was what I spent in with HMRI making content for the rural populace. Moving on, the bridge between skill and mastery is time. Going forward, after freelancing for a bit, I had founded Ellanar Films. It's a film production house with a thought process, with an idea to create and produce quality content, to have the freedom and free hand to experiment, explore on stories, and collaborate with like-minded people, passionate people. Ellanar Films was founded. The production house that I have founded, we have produced digital films, television commercials with reputed brands called with the name Tharuni. They are a very reputed consumer brand, clothing brand in South India. Talwalkars, everyone knows about Talwalkars, a very famous health and fitness brand in India. Golden Harvest, it's a rice brand. Freedom Oil, Big Bazaar, to name a few. Also explored and created, produced corporate films for a real estate construction company with the name Phoenix Constructions. Worked with Vijayawada Municipal Corporation in creating a theatrical film and a corporate film. So to just name a few corporate films. So this was a space that I was exploring in making films for different sectors, and from television commercials, from documentaries to television commercials, corporate films. We progressed towards our first web series, which we collaborated with a digital OTT with the name Z5. It's called Gods of Dharmapuri. Gods of Dharmapuri was, it's been 3 years since my journey towards making God had started. It released last year in October, and it is still running good on the OTT platforms, on the OTT platform that is Z5. Gods of Dharmapuri is inspired by a classic that I love and I am fascinated with. It's The Godfather. So it's about how a very innocent, very, very decent, low middle class family, poverty-stricken family moves to a mining town called Dharmapuri, a family of 4, which you see in the picture, but that's a picture for a later, when they become older. But as young couple with 2 young children, they move to a place called Dharmapuri. It's a mining town, as I said, and how they're faced with problems and hardships. They overcome that and they become the next big sought after family in the place called Dharmapuri. So the journey is what we show, and after becoming the next big family, the journey after that is what we show with Gods of Dharmapuri. We follow the symbolism, or we follow the realism of when we say gods. We follow the aspect of God complex, how most people in power, most people who have the power in their hands to move mountains, they consider themselves as God. So they have a God complex. So we follow multiple gods in the series who have a God complex. And the series is all about the conflict of all these gods and who becomes the numero uno and who sits on that chair. So the second picture, when you see, it's a chess pawn. So a chair is there. So it's written in blood. And who's going to sit on that chair is what the story is about. It's a gangster crime drama, and it's been received very well by the audiences, which reinstated the belief that I have regarding creating quality content, creating experimental content, and our audiences are always open to watching and consuming such content. Unheard is a film. I've just finished shooting for, and we are in the post-production for that. Unheard is the unheard perspectives and unheard stories of people in 1900s, early 1900s to 1949, a year or 2 year post-independence. The conversations, the unheard conversations of those people who are settled and who are from Hyderabad during that era. So by the poster, you would understand that it's a paper, it's a burnt paper, unheard. We have a flag, we have those shells, and the land, the land behind that. So unheard is something that, me as a producer and my team are eager to show to the audiences. It talks about sacrifice, it talks about selflessness, it talks about light, it talks about everything that is what we enjoy today, and for everything that all those people have sacrificed for what we enjoy, that is the freedom that we enjoy today. Unheard is that, and we are very excited for the audiences to see Unheard. It's going to be very soon on one very famous OTT platform. Moving on, the best way to predict the future is to create it. Abraham Lincoln. With the thought process that to create more filmmakers, to inspire more and more people to take up filmmaking as a profession, as a way of life, work, we've created Ellanar Film Club, in which our first project is called Sandbox for young filmmakers. So I will be teaching these children young children below 15 and 16, from 10 to 15 and 16, how to make films. It's going to be one-on-one interaction with these children. Sandbox is a term that we've coined for the specific the course. Sandbox is usually a sandpit that children play in, a sandbox and sandpit. So I wanted to create a very safe environment for these children to explore, create, experiment, making films. I was told by a professor and a teacher of mine in the past that we have to make multiple mistakes to become great. So I thought that this opportunity to make mistakes by the children will make them understand and forge their path towards greatness. A short filmmaking course, or trying to understand how a film is made, can open up their minds, can also push them and encourage them to think out of the box, to be imaginative, to put that imagination into practice. So they will be taught in various aspects of making a film, and by the end of the short course, they will have a film ready to show it to their peers, to their parents, to their teachers, and something that they will have gathered, the knowledge that they would have gathered in the months of that. They will also, something that I've learned in a film school, that is management skills, teamwork. So that is something that the children can learn. I absolutely like and follow a very special quote by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and which has stayed with me for a really long time. It still stays with me because the journey is still on. It's the journey that you have to, at least I enjoy the journey, and I look forward to each day in creating stories. Dream, dream, dream. Dreams transform thoughts, and thoughts result in action. So I am a classic example of daring to dream, and I dream every day, and I work towards making those dreams come true. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Radhika ji. It was wonderful to have you, wonderful to get insight. We would like to get a little more input onto the sandbox, 10 to 15 years kids, which you'll be teaching.
Yes.
That would be something I would be very, very keen about it,
Okay.
because I think you're following the line somewhere of the government also,
Yes.
where they are planning that from the 6th class onward, they are going to teach coding. So when I calculate, so about 8 to 9 years or 9 to 10 years child is reaching that age, which basically is the intake for you also as far as this part is concerned.
Yes.
So what exactly and how do you plan to take on it? What is the duration? Give some insight of it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So I have collaborated with a school here. And
in Hyderabad? In Hyderabad?
To begin with, in Hyderabad, I've collaborated with them. It actually came from the school, which I found extremely, good that the school itself has approached me and asked me to create courses for children. So which was, I think, very heartwarming, because in the school asked for an extracurricular activities and courses like this, apart from the regular curriculum that they have. I was elated. I was happy. I was all all on board. So this course is going to be a 1-month course for children, weekend courses, which will not disturb their regular classes in school. So it's going to be 4 weekends, 8 days. And every day we're going to talk about an aspect of filmmaking, which starts with coming out with an idea, a concept. What do you want to make? Do you want to talk about an environment? Do you want to talk about your friends? Do you want to talk about your family? So for me, I do not want to cage them with ideas or tell them that this is the concept that you need to work, or this is a theme that you would like, you should work. So I would like to keep it open. I would like them to understand, because as I said, it's a one-on-one. So I'm going to have close to 10 children working with me every month. And I'm going to share my experiences. I'm going to show them my films, the films that inspired me, the films that ignited that spark in me to learn filmmaking. Then we're going to teach them how a script is written, how it has to be directed, how a camera works, how editing works, how sound works, how costume designing works, how visual effects, different aspects of that, how we put together a film.
Okay.
Then the last day of the month, we will have a good gathering of their parents, teachers, peers, and
I think we lost your contact for a while, but before we get back, Radhika, that was a wonderful program she was talking about, the Sandbox. That's a filmmaking teaching, and that is to the age group when you talk about 10 to 15 years. That is something remarkable. Imagine where the world is moving. And she is going to start with one of the schools in Hyderabad. And it's going to be a 1-month program, she told. It is going to be a weekend program. So there'll be 4 weekends. And there are different aspects, which they will be taking up with regard to filmmaking and all aspects, because filmmaking is very interesting. And that's why always, when you heard people earlier, camera, sound, light, and tuck, and thereafter it goes, because it's a combination of various departments and various organizations. They come together and then they work out onto that particular project. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think this industry is a wonderful industry, and we have got her back. Your mic is mute. Your mic is mute. You got to unmute your mic. So you were on the last weekend, and where the parents were coming, and thereafter we got little technical glitch. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry for that. So the children will explain the concept of the film, their thought process towards the film, why they wanted to make a film on a certain concept. So the stage is going to be open for them to talk about that.
Okay.
So this is a short course that I've created, which is not too lengthy, it's too short. With collaboration with the school, I've created this. We will start it in the month of March or April once the school are set to reopen.
Okay, and what will be the duration per weekend?
4 to 5 hours per day.
4 to 5 hours. Okay, 4 to 5 hours.
Because they're children and they're teenagers, as I said, I'm going to keep it very experimental. It's not a classroom teaching. It's going to be very intimate and very small, a group of people talking to each other, sharing ideas,
It's about 40 hours program?
Yes, it's a 40-hour program.
40 hours program, okay. Secondly, is Media Entertainment Skill Council a part of it? Or is it an independent program?
It's an independent program at this point.
It's an independent program, okay. Are you offering any programs with Media Entertainment Skill Council also?
No, but I would love to get in touch and see
collaborate
how that
with them in future.
Collaborate.
Okay, great. And finally, one more question which somebody has sent across to me. When you say 10 to 15 years of age group, now generally impressionable imprintable age group is up to 8 or 9 years, when the formative years are there. So how would you do the selection of the children?
I have an idea how to select children. I would like to see how serious the children are. And it's not open to all. I would like them to, because I think my 6-year-old daughter loves to shoot on the iPad and on the phone. She shoots. From the balcony itself, she'll shoot how a sun is rising. How sun is setting.
God bless her.
So she does that.
Like mother, like daughter, intelligent, both of them. Okay, creative.
Thank you so much. But I would like to see if these children that, as I said, I'm going to talk about maybe if I say, shoot something for the morning. Tell me what you see. See through the lens. See through your eyes. So I'm not specific. They can shoot. All of them have phones. The parents have phones. Shoot something, selfie video. I'm okay with anything. So, but I need to see that spark in the child. So I'm ready to extend or, extend the age I meant if I see that spark. But at the same time, I have seen that 10 years and below, the attention span of a child is a little lesser comparatively.
Okay. And the last question, we will take one more question.
Sure.
Somebody has asked that, are you offering this online also?
Not right now, because I'm starting with a one-on-one courses. But I am thinking about starting an online course too very soon. I'll keep everyone posted. It'll be there on the Ellanar Films social media pages once we start with masterclasses. Something that I've been meaning to do for some time.
Because now at present, nobody knows how long the pandemic will continue, what the things would be, how the world would be shaping up and all that.
Absolutely.
And why you should deprive other children also, those are out of Hyderabad.
Yes,
and those are out of that school. You should give them also an opportunity.
Absolutely.
And I think young people like you are very, very dynamic and creative. You can always find a solution that online also something should be offered.
Yes.
Where the quality is not compromised, but at the same time, the passion of other children also being met.
With online, what happens, Dr. Gulshan, is it just becomes very one way. It's just become a one-way street. It's a different experience altogether. I'm all in for the online. As I said, that's hence we have thought about masterclasses. I've been meaning to start something. So very soon.
In a very polite and very lighter way, as a fatherly figure, I would mention, because at the age of 72, I can tell that only, nothing else. That is that children are not missing schools at all. Let me tell you very frankly.
Yes.
Because the statistics which we are gathering from world over, children are enjoying online digital knowledge. And this pandemic should be taken as a blessing in disguise. To be very frank, whatsoever was to come in Indian education system in next 8 years or 10 years, it has come in 6 months, because everybody had to adopt to the new system, new technology and everything. And it has been proved that if you have got a connectivity, if you've got a seamless connectivity, irrespective where you are, rather I personally feel that we can reach out more people, more masses, far-flung areas. Whenever you feel like, I would share with you, although the other day our team has discussed with Akshay Kumar and others, there is a girl who walked for 7 days.
Yes.
7 days from China border all the way to the main city of Arunachal Pradesh just to get a scholarship to do her graduation. And that story has emerged, and that girl is working in Miami now, and she is earning 2 lakh of rupees. The family who was struggling earlier for 2 square meals per day, now it's an altogether transformation just because of that one girl, just one girl. So what I personally feel is that technology is going to play a very important role in future. Absolutely. And Radhika got to be opened up now Okay, fine. We will offer some kind of online programs also in future. We will try and see
Yes, absolutely.
what best can be given to the whole world.
Yes, absolutely.
So thank you, ma'am. It was a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you.
Lots of blessings to your 6-year-old girl, that child. Let her see out of the window and capture the best of the shots for you. And soon we will get back to you. And we would be very keen that our chamber gets some more inputs from your side, how we can take you in India and abroad, because now all the barriers have been removed. The whole world is one family.
Yes.
It's a Vasudev Kutumbakam. That is the way we got to be taking.
Yes, absolutely. I'll keep that